1, 2, ready, go. Hey everyone, Coach Sage here. It's Saturday, what is it, December 19th, 2020, here in Boulder, Colorado. You saw my montage, what I eat for breakfast, and that totally unnecessary and long musical intro cover. I do have fun with the creative process, especially with music video format. I really just like editing and messing around on my Dabova musical instruments, guitar, and mando. But hope you're doing well. It's cold and it's supposed to get windy later this evening in Boulder, so we're going to try to get in a long run today. Might also get a COVID test this morning before we head out, but yeah, let's get out there. Got to eat my breakfast, digest my oatmeal. Quick gear layout, sponsor plugs, enter code SAGE for free gift item at Koros Global, Koros Wearables. It's my GPS watch. I'm going to carry this GoPro that I'm filming with right now to film more in my Camelback waist pack, Roka shades. Check out our landing page, roka.com/SageandSandy for a discount. Sign up in there. Hoka One gonna wear the Rihi shoes. I got my gloves. I got my long pants on. It's gonna get cold and windy. Got my buff from STRAVA, and we're gonna fill this Camelback flask, 18 ounces, about half a liter, with water. Mix it with 60 grams or 2 scoops of the Spring Energy powdered passion fruit yam drink mix, and then I'm gonna have 2 gels, a Canaday and a Hillade, in my pouch here. So 2 gels plus the fluid, get a lot of sodium, electrolytes, potassium, and 220 calories in the fluid drink alone. Got to stay hydrated out there. Headlamp in case it starts getting kind of dark, because this is going to take a while. And yeah, some extra jackets, extra layers. So let's get out there. Highway 36 bike path. All right, so getting in line for a COVID test, drive-up test here in Boulder County. First time. It's a fairly long line. Alright, so this is going to delay the start of my long run. But we'll get out there. We'll see. It's alright, I got a headlamp. Yeah, get this test done. It's going to be a nasal swab PCR test, or PCR. Hopefully get results within 3 or 4 days, so we'll see. It'll be interesting. So yeah, it's great they have this free test here in Boulder County. Boulder takes things pretty seriously with COVID. You can't go in any store without a mask on for sure, and there's no inside restaurant dining, of course. Precaution should be made because it is spiking. It is spiking around the holiday season here and winter season in the Northern Hemisphere in the US. And yeah, it's been a real serious issue with a lot of hospitalizations. And, you know, obviously I'm not very worried about myself as much, but it's good to help prevent the spread. I mean, there's a small chance I could get complications or permanent lung damage or even die from it. More likely to die in a car crash, but that's not a good comparison. That's like comparing apples to oranges. People die in car crashes anyway. So the COVID's been an extra layer on top of the struggles that have obviously made this year very challenging for a lot of people, and more challenging for other people who've lost their jobs and are really struggling economically, but also the victims and the people that have died or had complications from this fairly contagious disease. So yeah, it's a tough thing, but hopefully the vaccine's on the way for more people in the coming months and into 2021, and that'll help with everything. So let's see what this test is like though. So yeah, mainly just worried about people that are vulnerable, the elderly populations, and people that could really have complications with disease. So just trying to do my part, prevent the spread, mask up, be extra safe, social distance, not hang out with people in crowds or inside, and always wear a mask. So part of it's just seeing if you are carrying the virus and could be contagious. So we'll see. All right, so that wasn't so bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought. It's just like takes like 5 seconds. They put a big Q-tip up each nostril basically, and it tickles a little bit, made me want to sneeze a little bit, made my eyes kind of water, but it was not uncomfortable at all. Real fast and easy. Hopefully get those results, and yeah, just trying to prevent the spread. And it's, you know, great to have a free resource like that, not have to wait in line too long. Especially drive up clinic is real convenient. You don't have to go inside and be exposed to people that are symptomatic or something like that. So we're here in South Boulder at the trailhead on the Highway 36 bike path again for another long run. If you remember my last video from a couple weeks ago, I did well, what I eat during a 23-mile long run, or 37K on this path. I think today we're gonna try to go out for maybe do a full 26 miles, 42K, make it a marathon type of day. And like I said in that video, it's never easy, no matter what pace you're going, to cover that distance, to do such a long run, spending that time on your feet, putting in the work output to move your body weight that distance, even over, you know, 10 miles, half marathon. I guess a long way. It's never easy. It's never easy. And today it's a great temperature out. It's sunny. We're definitely going to be finishing in the dark if we end up going that far. The only issue, and I will complain a little here, I think the footing's going to be good too on the bike path. I think most of the snow and ice melted, so that's good. We do have a high wind warning today though. Boulder gets notoriously windy because it's warming up actually, but they closed down the ski resort because the wind was so high. We're supposed to have like 40-mile-an-hour gusts, and I could see it starting to build right now, so I think it'll be a real windy one, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear the GoPro audio while I'm out there. I'll try to film when I'm out on the run, but I'm going to be jamming out to music and taking the spring energy. But yeah, we'll be finishing up in the dark for sure, and it could get really cold and windy, especially on the way back. So I do have some extra layers in my pack, as well as my headlamp. And yeah, let's get out there. All right, here we go, starting the long run. It's really windy. It's really windy. Coming out of the west, but heading out, it'll be more of a tailwind. I definitely overdressed, a little on the warm side. It's good heat training though. Coming back, that wind is going to be fierce. Doing some last minute Christmas shopping at the mall. Oh yeah, super busy. Man, I shopped online. All right, it's about 10 miles in, 16.1K in, around 66 minutes. I do have a tailwind though, going this way, so it's a bit easier. It's gonna be a lot stronger on the way back. right, things are going great until they weren't. So I had a little bit of calf tightness when I started off, and I've been working through it the last couple of days, been cautious on the calf. I think part of it's trying to change my form slightly, get more forward and glute activation on my left foot, but it strained the calf a little bit and it started getting really painful and seizing up now. So, you know, I'm only a little over 10 miles out. I think we're just gonna flip it. You know, the worst thing I could do is go out 13 miles and have to go back a full 13 miles and be limping it in and set myself back too much. So, you know, it's tough. I wanted to go a full marathon distance today, but I think we might have to slow the pace down and get back and just try to keep that calf from hopefully not getting torn or something like that. It's not worth the injury risk. You know, try to run over 100 miles this week. As long as we could stay healthy, we could do it. But, you know, I wasn't running terribly fast relative to my marathon PR pace, and I had a tailwind, but, you know, little tweaks in your form could start straining different muscles a little bit. And if you strain something too much and push it too much over the edge, you could really hurt yourself and set yourself back for weeks and weeks and weeks. So that's what I don't want to do. And, you know, like I said, it's going to get dark and it's going to be a headwind coming back. So just kind of shutting this long run down, basically. Really disappointed I couldn't go all the way out past Church Road and go the full 26.2 miles today. But you got to be smart. You got to be patient. And it's a tough break. I hope I could get back 10 miles now because I have to, because my car's parked there, and not cause any actual damage. I think it's just getting sore and stiff mainly, but the calf's a sensitive area, so you gotta be real careful. Let's flip it now here. All right, this is bad, guys. This is pretty bad. Got the pain right at the head of the gastrocnemius up here. You know, this has rarely happened to me. I usually could run through some muscle soreness, but the calf is so sensitive and it's seizing up. It's hurting pretty bad, actually. I'm gonna have to walk it in. We're in full damage control mode. This is gonna be brutal. It's a good thing I brought some extra layers. The wind is not helping things, but I'm trying to stretch it out, massage it out, but it's just, you know, trying to change my form. I just tweaked it. A little tweak can make all the difference, and I just don't want to mess it up and really set myself back. So damage control, we might be walking it in. This could be a long 10 miles back. It's rarely happened in my running career where I have to cut a workout short because of this type of pain. It's just gonna limp it in though. All right, this is brutal. Had to walk, hobble it. I could kind of jog real slow without it seizing up, being in a ton of pain, or feel like I'm ripping it more or something. But I'm not gonna lie, this is really disappointing. If it gets really bad, I might call a friend to come pick me up, but about 7 miles out, 12K out. Just gonna try to hobble it in before it gets too dark and cold. I stretch it out, I massage it, and I mean, this is gonna probably shut down my training. So I'm trying to build fitness, and you know, you push yourself. It was risky. If you look at my STRAVA weekly totals, coming off my injury, trying to activate my left glute, you know, trying to get in 100 miles this week, 160K. I ramped it up real fast. You know, took a month off from running, 4 weeks off, got back into it real quick, and you know, I had it coming, I guess. Like I said, I did this 23-mile long run, and at the very end of that, 2 weeks ago, my calf, I could feel my calf a little bit in the last mile, but I was like, oh, shake it off, get stronger, wearing the same shoes. But this is brutal. I don't think the wind's helping. The wind kind of throws your torso around, so I think maybe that kind of tweaked me forward on my toes more. But you know, this could have happened anyway. It's tricky with running injuries, and I'm not immune to it. You know, it's a tough balance, but we're on full-on damage control now. Just trying to get back to the car. I think I could run it in. Just going real slow. The long run was going so well before too. I was actually feeling really good. My glute felt great. My back felt great. It happens though, you know, it's part of the sport. Calf is a real sensitive area. Ah, yeah. Look at this beautiful view though. Got sunset here, going down over the mountains. Bear Peak, Green Mountain. Get over this hill. It's a beautiful sunset. I don't even feel the wind on this hill actually. It's great. It's not too bad. Just gotta get back to the car though. It's gonna get dark on me probably. Well, I get to see things and film things I don't usually see because usually I'm just whipping around this corner really fast. It's a nice sign. Get me back to the car. 5 more miles, 8K to go. It's not getting dark yet. I see light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, so beautiful. There's Davison Mesa over there. Good loop. It's probably covered in snow. 3.5 miles to go. What was that, 5.5K? I'm not gonna lie, this is brutal. The wind mysteriously actually kind of died down. It'll probably pick up again, but I'll get back to the car, give you a nice recap. All right, last mile and a half. Looks like it's gonna be over 21 miles and a half. Just now getting dark. So I'm not gonna pull out my headlamp. I don't think, as long as I can make it back to the car, still jogging a bit here. You'll see the STRAVA data. Look at the STRAVA data. You can see the massive slowdown, issues I had turning around at the First Bank Center. Look at these splits coming back. Look at the heart rate data, just drop. The wind did die down though, surprisingly. It's a cold west wind. We got a beautiful sunset of the mountains. Didn't have to take any spring energy gels because I'm going at such a low intensity. So even though it's a long run, like I said, these long runs are always hard, especially when your calf cramps up, seizes up, and you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, really disappointed. This is brutal. It's devastating to my training momentum and my fitness, but I think the smart thing to do now is to take a couple days off, reassess things, do some massage, use the copper sager massage tool, hand massage, stretch it very lightly, play it out, then come back to running very slowly. And like I said, you know, changing the form a little bit, you got to be careful because if you tweak something, you get a lot worse. And with a slight more of a slight forward lean, that puts more strain on the calf, right? And it's still not getting a ton of left glute activation because it's my left calf. You want the glute to take the brunt of the force, basically. The glute helps so much, the whole system of glutes, with pelvis stabilization, but also absorbing impact and then giving you push-off power at hip extension. If you rely too much on the calf, you're gonna blow the calf out, especially the gastrocnemius. It's more fast twitch. It's better to get on the soleus, but it's better to get on the glute, upper hamstring. So, you know, I think I could salvage some of this fitness, but I'm gonna have to take a little break probably. And yeah, it's rough, but it could be worse. We'll see actually. So might have to retitle this series Saving My Left Calf now. But thanks so much for subscribing on here. Thanks for watching again. Really can't do this without you guys. Patreon support, but just watching these videos, liking them, thumbs up. Following me on social media at Canaday, the Instagram, the Twitter, the TikTok, Facebook fan page. Thanks guys, thanks to title sponsor Hoka One One. Keeping the dream alive, trying to stay healthy out there. Hope you're doing well. Happy holidays, and stay tuned for more. Video 2 Max Productions. Time to push up.